So the connection between oral health and systemic health is kind of twofold. The first is that your mouth is the gateway to the body and everything that you put into it. So, you consume your liquids through that, you take your drugs through that, you take your general food through that, and all of that then leads down into your gut and, out the other end. And then the second aspect is the portal. So when you go into your dentist for your regular checkups, they'll look at your mouth and they'll say you have cavities, you have gum disease, you have thrush, you have potentially other problematic issues. And that's something that they can physically look at. But it also is a harbinger or correlated with a lot of systemic diseases. And so some of those would be cardiovascular disease, rheumatoid arthritis, type 2 diabetes. So if you have gum disease, there's a high propensity for you to have these other downstream issues. At BrickBuilt Therapeutics, we're producing live biotherapeutic products, so LBPs, for oral diseases. So these are bugs as drugs. So we have collections of microbes that we specifically choose and put together as a cocktail for a given indication. So we'll have a set of microbes that we'll bring forward for gum disease, likely a different set for oral candidiasis, and then another different set for caries. The first indication that BrickBuilt is targeting is gum disease or periodontal disease. We have made some significant strides in taking this from the academic side to the industry clinical side. So the first step that we carried out was creating closed, complete genomes of the strains that we're initially working with. The second step was an in silico and an in vitro antimicrobial susceptibility profile. So now we know what the strain is in all of its genomic entirety. We also know what resistances and susceptibilities it has. And we know this both from a computational side of what's there, but then the actual side of, okay, what is this expressing? BrickBuilt's culture collection is geared to have the depth and breadth of the global population and the range of microbes found in the mouth, not simply the common species found in current probiotics. By sourcing our microbes from the environment where they need to work and frequently safely transit, our LBPs simply make sense. It's important to understand the difference between probiotics and LBPs, at least the definition and regulation of probiotic as it stands in the United States. LBPs are therapeutics or drugs, meaning in the USA, they will go through clinical trials and approval processes governed by the FDA. Probiotics are not FDA regulated and cannot make drug or disease-related claims. Current probiotics on the market out there for gut health can't simply be recycled into the mouth. You need a specific microbe or selection of microbes for your indication, especially if you're trying to make clinical therapeutics with broad efficacy and impeccable safety. Because we are developing a really broad and really deep culture collection from the mouths of humans, we'll have all the microbes that could potentially become the next generation probiotic for, a company that wants to make a new yogurt, or the next generation probiotic for, let's say, a big dental company that, when you look at dental companies, they all kind of offer toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, mouthwash. How are they going to differentiate themselves? At BrickBuilt, we think that the next biggest innovations in oral health will come from live biotherapeutic products and, in general, the oral microbiome. And we need your help to get us to a place where we can be keeping everyone's smile intact and healthy throughout their entire life.